to suggestion review number 50. That's right, 50 suggestion reviews, literally hours just before Piggy 2 comes out. Honestly, it could not get better than this, everyone. To think that it was nearly over in suggestion review number 32 or something, and with Piggy 2 coming out in a couple of hours, it worked out so well. So today, we are doing a special suggestion review. We're taking a trip down memory lane. We're going to be looking at my personal favorite category in suggestions. Everybody, welcome to the Suggestion Review Scary Tier List. The name could use a bit of work, and we're gonna rank them based on how terrifying they actually are. A lot of these, if you've been watching my videos and looking at my thumbnails, a lot of these you'll recognize. Be sure to like and subscribe, and without further ado, let's just get right into it. First suggestion, the Super Potato. Honestly, I don't know what it's doing on here. I probably shouldn't have started off with this one, but I mean, it is scary, but it's not scary. I mean, it's scarily bad. This was back when we assumed that TSP was gonna be the Super Potato. So, you know, we're just gonna put that in E for now. I think that's probably like the bottom of the scare tier. Like, little Jimmy ain't exactly wetting his pants at the thought of it. Parasea Spider with Robbie riding it. Oh, dude, I remember this one. This one was awesome and really weird. Like, how do you come up with a suggestion like that? Like, oh yes, I'm just gonna cut off Robbie's legs and stick him on top of a fat Parasea head. But I must say, looking pretty spooky with all the tentacles there and the Robbie. I'd say it's a B tier scare. Aha, something more recent. Cartoon Cat! This was in one of my thumbnails, and you know, this is actually quite scary. And I wouldn't want that thing chasing me at 4 a.m. I'd say that's an A tier suggestion. It's enough to get your ghoulies G-balled, but it just misses giving me a heart attack. The Twins! A horrible combination of Z, Zuzi, and Shadow TSP, it looks like. I always really like these combinations with those sort of skins. I don't think it's too scary there. However, still like the shadow bit there, you know, I think we'll have to give that a C tier. Nice one. Okay, The Nightmare of a Sister. And I think this was before Distorted Memory came out, but this one is actually quite spooky. Way more spooky than I thought it would be. Like, look at those thick black tears. And I mean, they say you are what you eat. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if this guy ate a lot of octopus. And to be fair, if I ate a lot of octopus, I'd probably be crying like that. Ugh. But I do like the like pitch black eyes and the spooky looking tentacles. I'ma put that in B tier, baby. The motto of today is anything with tentacles gets B tier. We'll see if that remains to be true. The Vegan! These are my boys! My boys and the little grape tumor. I really liked this suggestion when it came out by Dino Plays Rugby. It was really cool. However, they'd be a bit wide and all that, but that's for the suggestions. Based on horror ratings, probably the only real scary thing is the eyes. However, it would be a bit derpy having like a mix of a potato, a carrot, and a sprout, and then some little grape thing just waddling after you. So, you know, I'll probably have to put the spookiness in C tier. The Necromorph. Rigorously impaled you with the blades. This was also a very early suggestion. This was like suggestion review number 6. It was the first suggestion to really have like blood and like guts and like he's got freaking hands sticking out of his stomach. If that was your child, it would be horrifying. But if it was anyone else's child, it wouldn't be that big a deal. With that, I'm gonna put the Necromorph probably B tier. Speaking of spooky skins, the Spider-Sea boss. Back when everyone was like, oh yeah, chapter 12's gonna have a big boss. Oh, that's right, and he had like a spinach stuck in his bones and all that. If nothing scared you there, just that face and the teeth, and then the Spiderino legs and the giant arms. Honestly, after that suggestion review, I was having nightmares for days. So, you know, I'm gonna have to chuck this one all the way up in S tier. Actually, you know what? I'll put that as an A tier. Mainly because his legs are so weak and pathetic, he'd probably just snap his legs and start screaming on the floor as soon as he started trying to chase you. But if you wanted something in the S tier, here you go. This one was Spider Piggy. And if you don't remember, his jump scare was jumps at you, ripping your head off, and eating it. And I think this came out before Spider.
Which, by the way, I'm waiting for the update.
And just the placement of the limbs and the like dark body and it's all spooky. So, you know, I'm putting that in the S tier, baby. I would not want to see that creepy crawling around my home. What? Is that the man behind the slaughter? Also known as
Lord Voldemort.
A very epic FNAF parody. Once again, they seem to have spinach stuck in between the teeth. What is with people putting spinach in all their models? But while the backstory is very scary, I mean, if I just saw a guy without a nose, like a purple guy chasing me, I'd be like, back Lord Voldemort, icky, icky. I wouldn't be too frightened by him, so yeah, I'll put a C tier. It's not as spooky as the Veggie Gang, but I mean, it's spooky enough to not be anywhere near Super Potato. But you know what is spooky enough to go with the Super Potato?
Chuck E. Cheese.
With the kill animation. Force feeds you the knife / shoves the knife down your throat, and then you die.
Or something similar.
Yeah, you die or it's something similar to dying. I don't exactly quite know what it is. Oh yeah, and the idle animation, biting the knife like a pizza. I remember this one. I don't even know why I put it in this video. I'm sorry, anyone who bites their weapon like a cheese pizza, you're going down with Super Potato. Granted, I will put you above the Super Potato, mainly because you actually kill people. This isn't a suggestion, but this is the Lisa skin, which is probably the only model in Piggy I'd actually classify as giving me the ghoulies. Basically, any skins with like balding old ladies, they're bound to always be pretty high on these spook lists. I'm gonna give that skin a nice A tier. The Swamp Monster! It's sad because people weren't making these really cool and unique suggestions anymore. Now it's all just plain like text and a couple of images. So this one was really cool. And the Swamp Monster was a very spooky skin that I gotta put in B tier because just look at that mouth. Look at that mouth! The Soul Taker, this one was pretty cool because it actually had like the ghosts of all the piggies coming along with it, and he stabs you in the heart and rips it out of your body. No, not out, ow. However, it is pretty bland there, and honestly, the model there isn't too scary, but you know, the concept is pretty cool. I'ma chuck that in D tier. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I know the letter D exists now. HD Piggy, that was interesting. I don't know why I put Sans there. I'll put HD Piggy in D tier. There is some sort of uncanny valley there. Animatronic Gerald, based on the FNAF styled versions of Piggy characters, and I think Gerald was actually pretty cool. I know there was an animation as well. There's like a GIF animation of it by the original creator, and that makes it look even scarier. Just seeing a pool noodle come to life here, one of the scariest things I know. Those pool noodles hurt when they slap you hard enough. So I'm gonna put that in B tier. Moving on, we have the suggestion from last suggestion review. Everybody, I still am adamant that this man right here, not you, Slender. I have to say, this thing here is the scariest model I've seen, just from the face. I've already said it before. If you want to see my initial reaction, go check out last suggestion review. But dude, that's got to go S tier. That is top of S tier. Sorry, Spidey, your reign of terror's over. Now we got Cartoon Piggy. I think that was his name as well, Cartoon Piggy. Another spooky looking Slender Man. I remember the tentacles were snakes for some reason, which I don't think is what the original Slender Man had. I think you're thinking of Medusa there. I'll put that in the nice little C tier. I'll probably put that above Purple Guy. The Popcorn Frog with his 50-meter tongue. The one that he could just catch you from the other side of Carnival with. Oh yeah, and he swallows you whole as well. That may be a bit far-fetched. Yeah, only a bit. I don't think you can ever make frogs scary, unless they're cane toads. Another Freddy animatronic, although, you know, this one doesn't look too spooky necessarily, but I put it below Purple Guy. What is this doing in here? It's the Donut King guy. Donut Man. I don't even know if he had a kill animation, but if it was probably something like you die of diabetes in like 5 years. Yeah, we're just gonna chuck that in E tier. Of course, above the Super Potato though. The Mistake, yes, the one with multiple piggy heads. Not bad, not bad. I'm gonna have to put that in C tier. Oh no, I remember this one. It's Skelly. I don't know if that was an actual misspelling of Skelly or if he's actually meant to be like Skelly, bruv. I have no idea, but you know, I'm gonna have to take it as a ladder and I'm gonna have to chuck him righty-o, right down here. Oh God. Oh God, anything but David Baszucki. Dear Lord, he's so terrifying that his weapon is his ugliness.
Disclaimer, I don't think you actually look that way, David Baszucki. Please don't ban me from Roblox.
But you know, I'm gonna have to put David probably A tier because I'd probably have a heart attack from the newer Roblox models that are being introduced. Crawley! This came out before Mousy. Maybe Minitoon stole the idea for Crawley here. But it does look like a pretty plain piggy skin. However, it does have blood on it. unit, so that bumps it up a few scare points. I'll put it in D tier. Siren Piggy boss fight. This one was actually pretty terrifying. Like, just look at the material used for the arms and legs and the giant freaking nailed bat. I wouldn't want to be running away from that thing. That's a solid A tier, baby. Insanity Corruption. That one also had like a really spooky face. I really like the face on that one. If anything, he's the one with like the dark magic, the black magic powers. I'm looking for something for B tier, but I have to give that one A tier. Finally, this will probably be B tier. The final boss piggy, the Abomination. This is the one that had one leg stabbed through each of their heads. He gets to go in B tier there. It's a bit messy, but it is still quite scary. Big Irony! This one was awesome too, and kind of like Siren Head, but I wouldn't say it's as scary. I think that one had a lot more like spooky materials used on it. This one looks more like a clean polish and all that, so you know, I'm gonna put that one in B tier. Sharky! Another one from one of my very first suggestion reviews. I still remember putting that one in the thumbnail. It's weird, it just feels like yesterday I did that guy. And like I've said before, the mouth really gets you. The mouth is a really spooky part of it. So I'm gonna bump that one onto B tier as well. We're getting a lot of B tiers at the moment. Oh yes, the 3 piggies! This is probably my all-time favorite proper skin suggestion for Piggy. This one would be the scariest Piggy skin while staying within the bounds of like actually being allowed in Piggy and not being too scary, unlike some suggestions. And if you ask me what my favorite suggestion review skin is, it would always have to be this one. I'll put this in A tier. I'm not too worried about the order for the A tier, mainly because it's not the scariest skin, it's the most effective one for Piggy. Mousy! That's right, barbecue ribbed Mousy. I remember this one. Or like giant nail clippings. I'm gonna have to put that one in A tier. I wouldn't want to see that in real life. Child Tizzy, that's right. She's the one with the chainsaw. Yeah, she walks around with a monkey plush and chainsaw. Oh, ain't that cute? Yeah, you go right there. Sorry, TSP, you're getting kicked back again. These ones were the first scary suggestions I'd ever seen in suggestion review, if I remember correctly. But now that we've seen all the other ones, there are quite a few scarier ones than this, but still, like, just being able to see their insides and all that, I'm sorry, I gotta put that one in A tier as well, baby. Now, if you've been dying for another S tier, just take a look at Scary Mousy. I'll put up the video right now of Scary Mousy, and my goodness, is that a spooky skin? Okay, that's probably on par with the scariest suggestion with the cartoon up in S tier. I just love everything about it. It looks really old and destroyed. You know, I've got to put that second in S tier. Scary Mousy, nice stuff. Oh yeah, the Penny skin with the 666 edgy cost. And it looks like she had like a moon in there, but I think it turned out to be a skull or something. This is probably the scariest skin you can make out of the default Piggy skin. I'm gonna put that in B tier. Slender Piggy, I think you meant plate face. I remember that because his face looks like he has a plate in it. Oh, absolutely amazing. I definitely won't be able to put it on the proper Slender Man level, but you know, I'll put it down in D tier. I'm sorry, buddy. Last time I remember, Slender Man didn't exactly wear a skirt. Fleshy! Yeah, that looks like he was made out of cotton. Is this by the same person that made the Mousy skin with the freaking like toenail clippings? It was a really cool boss idea. I wouldn't have minded something like that. So I guess I gotta put that in A tier. And ladies and gentlemen, that brings us down to our final suggestion. The one, the only, the OG, Baby Alexander! Who we haven't seen in ages. My goodness, the mods really did crack down on Baby Alexander suggestions, but holy moly, was that an absolute beast when I saw him. And while he may not be the scariest looking skin, we all know that he is the scariest skin to grace the Piggy suggestions. Step aside, spooky cartoon cat. We've got a date with the boss baby. And everybody, here's my list. What do you think of the list we've made here? What would you change? What would you add? Have you seen any scary skin suggestions? Let me know down below. And everybody, thank you so much for 50 suggestion reviews. You go ahead and you enjoy Piggy 2. I will see you then. I won't do a stream on it because Piggy 2 comes out way too early in the morning for me, but I will definitely have a video on it tomorrow. Like and subscribe. I'll see you then. Goodbye.